What is up, beautiful people? It's Mitzi Freeze here, and yeah, today has been a really weird day. I've been having some technical difficulties. So earlier, I was taking a few pictures, and yes, I'm feeling myself today. If you don't like it, get off my page. But I had the camera set up, and I had the self-timer and a tripod and all this fun stuff, and I walked away into the other room to go grab something, and when I come back, the camera is still set up, and all of a sudden, whenever I get just around the camera, I wasn't even in frame yet, the camera starts counting down. Like all of a sudden it just started counting down. Like it's like, let's go, let's do this. Some of you just have this magnetic energy or this powerful aura. Like people feel you before they see you. I don't know. I get something about like they know when you enter a room, like you just, like you are the vibe. And something else, guys, whenever I walked into the bedroom earlier to grab a few things for another setup, I sat down in my chair to rest for a minute. And I have music playing, but all of a sudden the song that was on stopped playing and this song came on and it really got my attention. The song is Old Sunrise and it's by Stick Figure, and the lyrics are, after all this time I closed my eyes to recall I was blind to what I've been looking for. Like an old sunrise under painted skies above, I was lost inside a fire some folks call love. And I tried to explain it, but I couldn't understand. It's not complicated. But I'm only a man in love with you. I tried to forget it. It won't leave me alone. But the world seems better when I'm falling in love with you. And I really looked into the lyrics and I was reading them. And yes, the guy says he was high when he's writing the song, but it's very deep. And I looked up what is its meaning, and it's actually about the sun rising again after loss, hardships, and heartbreak. Right now is a time where a lot of you might be overindulging in certain things. I feel like this overindulgence, be careful with spending too at this time, and also watch your health. It feels like this burnout energy, so please be careful, watch your health at this time. Make sure you're staying hydrated as well. I love the fact that we have a number 5 here and the number 2, because this signifies that you've had some really devastating hard time or hardship, some sort of trial in your life recently, and I feel like you're overcoming that, like you're on the other side of it, because I have the number 2 here. The number 2 talks about partnerships, okay? It talks about that balance of energy. It's almost like that rebuilding after some sort of destruction. The number 5 does talk about change, but it also talks about some unexpected conflicts, but I feel like this is going to turn out just fine. You're going to have a partnership. This could be a business partnership. It could be a change in your current partnership as well, because I have the number 2 here, which talks about union, duality, balance, love, and settling of energy. I see here it says, feel your grief, but know that things will get better. And the number 2, it says, find balance in your life and build your success. So yeah, I feel like you're rebuilding after something has been torn down. This could be a literal house for some of you, but I see like something being rebuilt from like bottom up. Yeah, you might have had a moment of grief here or some sort of loss. Some of you, it's almost like you're giving yourself a hard time because of some mistake. And the other day I heard the phrase, it doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be right. Now, you could take that. I don't know how you're going to take that. But if your intentions are in the right place and you're actually trying and helping yourself, you will receive the help that you need. And I also love how I have, if it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. Embrace challenges as stepping stones to transformation. Each hurdle conquered fuels your evolution. When comfort fades, growth emerges. Challenge is the catalyst. Growth and evolution is the reward. I freaking love this, y'all. I really do. This is awesome. This right here is like my confirmation, because I have a lot of change here. But change is not always pretty, right? A lot of times we go through this change and it looks kind of disturbing for some of us. Like I talked about that bruise in my last video. I mean, I watched that bruise turn so many different colors. It was not pretty, but it was just a healing stage. It was the process. It was the journey. For some of you, this was a really bad argument or something that was said, some sort of words that you can't take back. I feel like this trial, whatever the storm is that you're currently in, for some of you, I feel like this is lifting. This is going to be lifted. The month of March, it really does feel like a really light month. March and April kind of feel lighter, but mostly March. Something significant could be going down in the month of March. I have forgiveness here. I am willing to forgive everyone, including myself. I forgive myself for any wrongdoing. I no longer judge or criticize myself. I am free to be who I am. Forgiveness is not something we do for others. It is something we do for ourselves to move on. It's a process, not a one-time event. It is a choice to move forward in love despite the pain of the past. Don't stumble over something that is already behind you. Is there any bitterness or resentment left within you? Are you ready to release it now and allow the future to happen? I freaking love this, y'all. A lot of this is about letting go. That number 5, like I said, it signifies change. But in order to change, a lot of times something devastating has to happen to, well, put some fire under your ass, to make you move, okay? Because if we stay in our comfort zone, we're never gonna grow. I love the phrase, it didn't happen to me, it happened for me. Your perspective in the matter is what's gonna help you through this journey. I could take a look at my circumstances and say, well, yeah, I had this surgery, I can't do anything, and I'm stuck in the house, and I can't go out and party or be with my friends, and I mean, they have to come over and sit with me and do boring stuff. But honestly, I could sit there and say, you know what? This is my rest period. This is the time that I am taking time for myself to take care of myself. What if you were to imagine a world in which everything happened for you instead of one in which everything happens to you? What would you see differently? What would you do differently? The simple act of allowing yourself to shift your perspective has the power to shift your entire life. Love this, guys. Love it, love it. But ultimately, I feel this energy of you clearing out the old. You're cleaning out the wounds. And it hurts. It hurts to let go. It hurts to heal. And it comes out again. I love this. By honoring my suffering, I restore my awareness. If you have been paying so little attention that you don't realize you have a job that you hate, a relationship you don't want, a body you don't like, and an addiction to a bunch of shit that suppresses your happiness, then you are pretty ripe for an awareness spanking from the universe, aka a wake-up call, aka a rock bottom moment, a warning, an opportunity for transition. Life packs your darkest moments with messages and lessons to help you restore your awareness and release your pain. Y'all, I was just talking about this. No joke, this came out. When you honor your suffering, you set it free. Oh, what? This is really cool. I have one last message for you and I'm gonna hop off here. This says, I'm proud of you. The truth is, if most people really knew your story and all the things you've been through, they'd probably wonder how you're still smiling. So if you don't hear it from anyone else, I love you and I'm proud of you. Nobody really talks about how waiting on God is hard. Some days you have it all together and some days you burst into tears, wondering how long the season would take. If you're in a season of waiting, here's what God might be doing. Increasing your patience, protecting you from what you can't see, holding the blessing until you're able to carry it, removing people and things that can't go where He's taking you. Don't lose hope. Keep waiting. Divine timing is everything. I love you all, and I am wishing and praying for nothing but success, hope, joy, peace, love, and abundance and healing over each and every single one of you right now. I pray you all have an amazing rest of the week. Get the treatments that you need, get the advice that you need, get put in the situations that you need in order to prosper you. May you forgive yourself for past mistakes. May you forgive others for their mistakes, because none of us here are perfect. May you imagine a world where things work in your favor. And I gotta get this phone call. I love you guys. I love you, I love you, I love you. Until next time.